6.
Fans are fired up for the Firebirds, our local hockey team keeping the eyes on the prize, and fans happy at tonight's game against the Roadrunners. We've got highlights coming up. And it was all about families today in Sunnylands. We take you to this event in Rancho Mirage, teaching children and parents about the importance of taking care of Mother Nature. Good evening, I'm Kelly Moody. Thanks so much for joining us for News Channel 3 at 6 o'clock. We start first with that first weather alert, though. Gusty winds are coming our way, and you can already see, oh yeah, right there, little wiggle wiggle, if you will, on our TMO's live sky cam up on Edom Hill. Doing some shaking. You can see even those plants at the bottom, they're getting rattled around. Let's take a look at those live wind speeds for you. Right now, we've got winds between 20 and 30 miles per hour coming through for Thousand Palms and Indio. Bad news for anybody in town for Coachella Fest. We are starting to wrap things up there, but still, we've got some gusty winds to contend with for the rest of this evening. Temperatures right now hanging out in the low to mid 90s, pretty consistent with what we saw for yesterday, but the gusty winds are definitely the focus. Temperatures for tonight dropping down from the upper 80s to the low 80s by 9 p.m., down toward the low 70s in the overnight hours, and eventually waking up in the mid 60s. Now, winds will die down a little bit for tomorrow morning, which is good news for all those folks looking to get out of town, but they will be back with us. Your first weather alert is now in effect and stays with us all the way through tomorrow. So we'll be tracking those conditions for you coming up in your complete first alert forecast. Well, the Bird Barn is on fire tonight. Firebirds just wrapped up the game against the Roadrunners with a big win. Of course, we've got News Channel 3's Bailey Arredondo joining us for all the details on tonight's exciting game.
I'm not the Bird Barn aficionado. I just enjoy Firebird hockey. Listen, Kelly, last year we knew that there was a new arena being built. Firebirds were flocking in. We didn't really know what to expect, but hey, the proof is in the pudding. In Game 3 of the first round of the playoffs, Acrisure Arena filled, packed with Firebird faithful. Take a look at these fired up fans. It's infectious when you're out there at Acrisure. What a great day to bring together the entire Coachella Valley. Plus, the Firebirds came out with a huge win, rubber match. And now coming up later in sports, I'll have highlights from the big game. I hope you like goals. We have a lot of them coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Bailey. Meanwhile, fans were dancing and chanting throughout the game. There was some fiery fashion. Fans came dressed in their best Firebird gear. I need some of that. Many said win, lose, or draw. They were dedicated to the team.
We are super fans. We're super excited that the Firebirds are here, so we're just representing as best as we can. We got Baby Fuego over here, mini Baby Fuego.
It was the best addition to the Valley we could have possibly had this arena.
And so are you.
If they lose, I'll still be a fan.
That's adorable. The fans are ready for the next round. After the big win over the Tucson Roadrunners, stay tuned for all your Firebird playoff updates on air and online. In some other news this evening, a 34-year-old Coachella man is now in jail for attempted rape, sexual battery, and robbery in Palm Springs. Now, this happened around 4:20 this morning at an apartment complex on Los Felices Circle North near North Palm Canyon Drive and West Gateway Drive. That's when police say a woman called 911 to report a man broke into her apartment and attempted to sexually assault her. The woman was able to fight the man off, and he ran. Police later found the suspect nearby and arrested him. An Indio Fire Department responded to a mobile home fire around 10 a.m. yesterday at the Desert Grove Adult Community Mobile Home Park. This is near the intersection of Avenue 48 and Desert Grove Drive. Look at this video here. Police say the mobile home was parked in the storage area when it caught fire. Several fire trucks were on scene to battle that blaze. No one was hurt, thankfully, and the fire is currently under investigation. And firefighters also responded to a house fire today in Indio. This happened around 10 a.m. near the intersection of Alexandria Vale and Royal Troon Drive. Now, they were able to put out the blaze in about 40 minutes. The fire was contained to just a garage. No injuries were reported, and the cause of this fire is not known at this time. Well, as the Coachella Valley starts to heat up, Indio Police Department is issuing a little bit of a warning, asking the public to be extra careful when it comes to snakes. Indio PD shared these photos on Facebook of officers coaxing out this baby bull snake. You'll see him here in a second. They've now fondly named him Herbert. Herbert has been safely relocated. Of course, you want to be mindful where you walk and hike, as snakes are expected to be out in open areas as we get warmer. A few more tips to keep you safe from potential snake encounters: wear boots while out hiking, stay on well-used trails, keep your dogs on the leash, and check your walls and doorways. Oof, not fun. But in honor of Earth Day, Sunnylands hosted a free family day full of nature-focused activities. No snakes involved. Families had the chance to explore interactive stations, do arts and crafts, and learn more about the desert around them. It's all in an effort to teach families the importance of taking care of our environment.
Appreciate the desert and that there's life here and they can contribute to in different ways to making our planet a little bit better, even in a desert environment. And so, yeah, to understand it a little bit better.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's heating up when you hear this. Today was the last family day at Sunnylands until next season. The gardens will be open through the first week of June. And that's a wrap. Coachella Music Festival is just a few hours from being over. The unexpected headline change will highlight this year's lineup. Earlier this week, it was announced that Frank Ocean was out and Blink-182 would take the Sunday headline slot. Ocean was criticized for the Weekend 1 performance. He backed out of Weekend 2, claiming a leg injury. We're going to take a live look here at the I-10 cam. Festival goers are expected to be headed out of the valley tonight and tomorrow morning, so you can expect some delays on your drive during that time. Give yourself lots and lots of extra time, especially when we're talking about winds. A passenger plane out of Ohio forced to turn back around.
Many people started crying and going into tears because we just didn't know if we were going to make it or not.
Find out about the engine failure that sent some passengers in panic. You're watching News Channel 3, the desert's news leader.
An I-Team investigation reveals a costly rate hike in a place you might not even look for it.
What, are they kidding?
Some could see bills double, then double again.
Totally out of control.
I'm furious about the whole thing.
I-Team investigator Jeff Stahl started getting answers, finding out where the money would go.
Is there a concern that people might not be able to afford this?
And who's trying to stop it? Watch Down the Drain, Wednesday at 6 on News Channel 3, the desert's investigation leader.
Be a honey bunny and get your little cottontail down to Mike Thompson RV. Hi there, folks. Cher Lickman here, Mike Thompson RV in Cathedral City. Bunny hop on down to Mike Thompson RV and experience customer delight.
The doctor will see you now.
But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? The new bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
What happens if your smoke alarm goes off when no one is home? And will your security system still work if you lose power to your phone or internet? Locally owned since 1983, Command One Security offers 24/7 monitored fire and burglary systems and daily communication tests. So if your alarm can't communicate with us, we communicate with you. As the world gets crazier, we at Command One are doing all we can to protect our families and property. And we're here to help you do the same. Simple, safe, secure. Contact Command One today.
Hi, I'm accident attorney Kevin Crockett. When you call the Crockett Law Group, we back you up. That means if you've been in a life-changing accident, we work every angle and use every muscle to recover the money that you deserve. Contact the Crockett Law Group if you've been injured in an accident. We're ready at a moment's notice to back you up.
At Crockett Law Group. So if you need that, just dial us up. Let us take the wheel and we'll back you up.
Be a honey bunny and get your little cottontail down to Mike Thompson RV. Hi there, folks. Cher Lickman here, Mike Thompson RV in Cathedral City. Bunny hop on down to Mike Thompson RV and experience customer delight.
Authorities are investigating two separate shootings in Jasper, Texas today. Investigators say the first shooting happened at a prom after party early this morning where 9 teenagers were shot. Now, thankfully, they are expected to recover. A second shooting happened later in the city. Police say it is unclear if both shootings are related. The superintendent of the Jasper Independent School District offered prayers to the teens injured. The school district is working with law enforcement to bring the person or people responsible to justice. And some tense moments this morning for folks aboard an American Airlines flight. The airplane was forced to return to the airport after a possible bird strike sparked an engine fire. And as Alex Pressure reports, the incident comes just days after another American Airlines flight also caught fire.
American Airlines Flight 1958, traveling from Columbus, Ohio to Phoenix, was forced to return to the Columbus airport shortly after takeoff.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. American 1958, we had a bird strike and an engine failure.
The flames visible in this video taken from the ground. According to American, the crew reporting a possible bird strike.
Many people started crying and going into tears because we just didn't know if we were going to make it or not, frankly. It was terrifying, and I comforted, as many people as I could next to me. I don't know what to say. I'm still in shock. I didn't start crying until after I got off the plane.
The flight landed safely and taxied to the gate under its own power. The airlines issued a statement saying the aircraft was taken out of service for maintenance and our team is working to get customers back on their way to Phoenix. The incident comes just days after the American Airlines plane caught fire while taxiing as it prepared to take off from Charlotte Douglas Airport on Thursday en route to Dallas.
Nobody knows what's happening, so that's the first instinct is the plane's going to blow. So everyone's grabbing their bags, trying to get up and run in the aisle.
Claire Dungeon was also on that flight.
Everyone was trying to panic, but it was like we couldn't go anywhere either. So I think that was the biggest scares.
A spokesperson for American Airlines tells ABC News American Airlines Flight 2288 returned to the gate before takeoff after reporting a mechanical issue. The aircraft was taken out of service for maintenance. There were no injuries reported from either incident. Alex Perche, ABC News, Columbus, Ohio.
Scary moments to share with you last night at the happiest place on earth when the dragon in the Fantasmic show burst into flames. Take a look at this video.
Here at Disneyland. Once again, this performance cannot continue due to unforeseen circumstances. Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta start going back. We should start getting back.
Goodness, from bad to worse, this 45-foot fire-breathing dragon, Maleficent, if you're familiar with the show, caught fire during the park's popular show last night. Disney says Anaheim Fire and Rescue was able to quickly put the fire out. All cast members and guests were evacuated from Tom Sawyer Island and areas around it due to the smoke and wind. Authorities are now trying to figure out what went wrong. And some more Disney news for you here. A former Disney World employee is accused of taking upskirt videos of women. A witness reportedly caught the 26-year-old man in the act at Hollywood Studios last month. When deputies started asking him questions, he apparently admitted to having about 500 more upskirt videos taken over the past 6 years at the theme park. Investigators say he took the video because it was, quote, hard to find them online. In the report, deputies say the man claimed to suffer from an illness, but specifics were redacted. When asked about the incident, Disney only responded that the individual does not work for the company. The man was arrested, but is now free after posting bail. Well, conditions are worsening in Sudan.
There is no hope of survival. Everyone is just running helter-skelter.
Coming up, the latest from the war-torn country, including the rush to get Americans out safely. And we do have a first alert weather alert in place that is already in effect and stays with you all the way through your Monday. Gusty conditions could mean trouble out on the roads. We'll be tracking conditions after the break. You're watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news leader.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Desert Arc Shredding and Recycling. Secure data destruction, trusted by businesses all over the valley.
As an attorney, the need for secure shredding of sensitive documents and hard drive destruction is crucial.
Desert Arc Shredding and Recycling. Shred it and forget it.
Enter our Play to Win sweepstakes. Guess the first day it hits 115 degrees and you could win a $100 gas card. Play today at kesq.com/play. Sponsored by Comfort Air Conditioning and Heating. We're #1 for a reason.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
GMA this week is just wow with Yara Shahidi, Judy Blume, Jude Law and Jim Gaffigan, Lizzie Kaplan and Amanda Peet, and Dolly Parton live.
It's so good.
Plus, a mystery guest you're going to want to see this week on Good Morning America.
Olympic champion Nathan Chen, Kurt Browning, Jason Brown, and more.
Stars on Ice is coming this spring with an international cast of the world's best skaters. See them live and on the ice. Stars on Ice 2023 Tour. Coming to Acrisure Arena May 26th. Get tickets now at starsonice.com.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
I got a 6th sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get 3.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $750 purchase allowance on Buick Encore GX models.
First Alert Weather brought to you by Comfort Air. They're #1 for a reason.
Bed Bath & Beyond has officially filed for bankruptcy. If you still have one of the infamous 20% off coupons from the popular store, the company says Wednesday will be your last day to use it, and I just threw a bunch out. In addition to those coupons, Bed Bath & Beyond expects to offer deep discounts on its products as part of its going out of business sales. Profits for Bed Bath & Beyond took a hit after stores closed for months because of the pandemic. The company has been trying to cut costs by closing more than half its stores since late last year. Now to the conflict in Sudan and the rush to get thousands of Americans out of the war-torn country. President Biden has confirmed the U.S. military has successfully evacuated the U.S. Embassy personnel. But as Inez de la Cutera reports, roughly 16,000 Americans are still waiting to be evacuated.
The fighting between the two warring military groups in Sudan is escalating as it enters its second week. U.S. military forces using 2 Chinook helicopters evacuated personnel from the American embassy overnight. President Biden confirmed the operation and said his administration would continue to assist Americans still trapped in Sudan.
The Pentagon overnight said that they could maybe think about setting up a safe corridor between Khartoum and Port Sudan, and that presumably using drones would allow the U.S. Navy to take people out by sea.
On this week, Virginia Senator Mark Warner says the U.S. is working with international partners to evacuate Americans who are currently being told to shelter in place.
Those individuals who are there on aid missions, there is actually a UN effort now to get people from Khartoum out over the land corridor.
Saudi Arabia says it has evacuated more than 150 people from 12 countries. Those evacuees seen on Saudi state TV disembarking from a ship on Saturday. Many of those still in Sudan say conditions are deteriorating.
There is no hope of survival. Everyone is just running helter-skelter, looking for shelter to survive. And these people, they're fighting. It's like they don't value human lives.
Meantime, Pope Francis calling for peace. The pontiff offered prayers in St. Peter's Square, telling the crowd the situation remains grave. Inez de la Cutera, ABC News, London.
We're going to bring you back here to the Coachella Valley, where we do have a first alert weather alert in place because of gusty winds coming back around. Quick look outside from our I-10 eastbound cam. We've been showing you all our cams to keep an eye on traffic, which of course is still flowing pretty smoothly as of now. But we do expect that to change as we look late tonight as well as early tomorrow. That's when that next mass exodus of all those folks in town visiting for Coachella Festival are expected to make their move. So we will be prepping for that in the meantime. In terms of driving conditions for Monday, not bad temperature wise. You'll need the AC as we get into the afternoon hours. And of course, you need to give yourself a lot of extra time, especially if you have to be on the 10 or anywhere near Indio. Temperatures starting off in the lower end of the 70s, working their way up to the upper 80s by 11 a.m. And then we roll into those 90s and keep them all the way through 6 p.m. Temperatures aren't really my concern at this point, though it's worth noting that they are a bit warm and they will get much warmer. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Our big focus, though, with that first alert weather alert, though, is on our winds. Gusty conditions expected, and we're already starting to see the impacts of that continuing through this evening. Packing off just a little bit for your Monday morning, but continuing to pick right back up as we head into Monday evening. The concern with this, difficult driving conditions, wind-blown dust, reducing visibility, and making things a little bit just overall more difficult out on the roads. That being said, you have to keep that in mind given how many people are from out of town and will also be sharing the roads with you. So that's why we've got that first alert weather alert in place. Let's track out those winds for you. As we look ahead toward later this evening, winds staying pretty consistent with what we've already been experiencing this evening so far. far, but likely becoming a little bit more widespread down toward the East Valley. As we look ahead toward tomorrow morning, winds do back off a little bit, mostly just staying to the north of I-10, but still will be breezy. Those winds will be picking back up with that strengthening onshore flow as we head into your late Monday afternoon and continuing to push on out toward the East Valley as we head into your Monday evening. They will still be with us by Tuesday, but they start to change direction a little bit and they do get a little bit lighter. So still a light breeze by Tuesday morning, but you'll be out of your first alert weather alert by that point. Breaking it all down for you in your first alert Comfort Air 7-day forecast. That first alert weather alert stays in place all the way through your Monday. Tuesday, little breeze, mid-90s, not so bad, pretty consistent through Wednesday. And then I hate to say it, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all triple digits all the time. I mean, that's just unfortunate that we're already at that point. But we're looking at a stretch, a little bit of a boost in temperatures as we look toward the end of the week and the start of the weekend. Of course, we'll be tracking in the days to come. It's starting to feel a little bit more like summer. We've got sports after the break, though. That'll hopefully help you cool off with some Firebirds coverage. You're watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news leader.
No matter where you are, you can stream News Channel 3. Scan the QR code to download our app and stay in the know while you're on the go.
Tonight on Desert Chat, we meet April's Do the Right Thing winners, an exemplary bunch of young kids striving to do the right thing. Plus, we get up close and personal with Desert X as we learn not only about the incredible art installations, but how important their educational outreach is for our Valley youth. All that and much, much more only on Desert Chat tonight. Join us.
Listen up, Coachella Valley. Tons of brand new F-150s, Escapes, and Explorers have arrived at your Coachella Valley Ford dealers. In fact, you'll find more new Fords right here in your own backyard with easy financing that'll have you driving yours home today. Right now, get 0% financing or $1,000 customer cash on select new models. The savings are big at your Coachella Valley Ford dealers. Stop by or visit us online. Palm Springs Motors and Fiesta Ford.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. Take advantage of a special offer from Carrier. Turn to the experts. For a limited time, rebates of up to $1,650 or up to 60 months special financing on a qualifying Carrier home comfort system. Desert Air is family owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Exceptionally Thermador, irresistibly priced. Introducing intentionally crafted leap into luxury packages. Whether you're a newlywed designing your first home or simply looking to remodel, you can get an entire Thermador suite for just under $10,000. Design that will move you, a value that will stop you.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Get 0.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days on 2022 Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Visit your local Desert Buick GMC dealer.
Now, time for the best local sports show with sports anchor Bailey Arredondo.
Two of the best words in sports, Game 7. And we had our own version of a Game 7 on Sunday afternoon. Game 3 between the Tucson Roadrunners and the Coachella Valley Firebirds in the first round of the Calder Cup playoffs. Very simple. Winner moves on. Loser season is done. Hey, no pressure, no diamond. Heat is on. Firebirds open up and flip the script. Remember last game? Coachella Valley rips 4 goals in the first period. Within the first 10 minutes of action, I hope all the fans got there early. Petman, Shane Wright, net one. Cole Lynn, Ty Cartier join in on the fun. You cannot ask for a better start coming off a bad loss on Friday. Head coach Dan Bilesma has to be pleased with his team's aggression out the gate. We are working to get some sound. We have our cameras there on site from Coach and a few of the players, so be sure to stay with us for more coverage of post-game sound at 10 and 11. I'll go out on a limb and say it's going to be a lot of smiles. Firebirds avoid the first-round exit. 5-1 the final. Up next, the second round against the Colorado Eagles. That will be a best-of-5 game series starting next week with the first 2 games in Colorado, Wednesday and Thursday. Let's hoop. Game 4 in the Bay. With the win, the Kings could close it out at home in Game 5. De'Aaron Fox, game high, 38 points. Kings leading in the second. Beware of flying objects, especially when it's a 3-ball coming from 30. Steph hits 5 triples. Really a back-and-forth game. Draymond suspended last game, but hey, he made his presence felt on Sunday. This was a nail-biter. Kings down 4 late. Fox buries a triple to get within 1 point. Sacramento gets a late chance, can leave the Bay with the win. The former Warrior, Harrison Barnes, has a look. That's all iron. Warriors escape with a 1-point win. Series all tied up, heading back to the Capitol. Sunday at the ballpark, Dodgers take the series over Chicago, 7-3, powered by Mookie Betts, home run and 4 runs batted in. Padres had win back-to-back rather. They take the series themselves against the Diamondbacks. The ageless 37-year-old Matt Carpenter crushing a homer. Can we go 3 for 3? Well, yes, we can. Try 3 straight home runs by the Halos. Shadow Hills alum Taylor Ward, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani feed off each other in the 6th. That's the meat of the lineup. Angels hold off the Royals and win the series. Great day to be a SoCal baseball fan. Finally, a little golf. We love it. Chevron Championship departed our desert and is now in Texas. Certainly no Poppy's Pond or the history of Mission Hills, but it's still a major championship. Lilia Vu wins in a playoff, and she did make that jump into whatever they call that out in Texas. It's not Poppy's Pond. On the PGA Tour, Nick Hardy and Davis Riley win the Zurich Classic. Only team event on tour, 30 under par. That's what happens when you got 2 professionals doing their thing. Like how I feel with you and Marion. 2 professionals doing your guys' thing. I'm just happy to be here.
No, tonight it's these 2 professionals. Marion's having a good time elsewhere, and she also worked this morning, so she's professional in her own way. Quick look at your first alert 7-day forecast. We've got temperatures on the rise, but first some wind that will continue to track for you. We'll have the latest track tonight at 11. We'll see you then.